2 days, I'm going to wake up 35 years old in California. Let's go on a trip. I just had therapy, which is really significant for several reasons. It is the day before my 35th birthday. It is also the 3-year anniversary of me seeing my amazing therapist. I don't know what I would do without her. And it was a great session, and it was exactly what I needed. I ended the session crying, and for the first time ever, crying not because I'm hurt or traumatized or feeling heavy or helpless, but because I am so immensely proud of myself. I know who I am. I know why I'm here. I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't yet know where I'm going, but I also know that that's not important in the grand scheme. What's important is that I am immensely intentional in every moment of my life, and I could not be prouder of the life that I'm living. And I know that if I continue to put my all into every single thing that I do, into every encounter that I have, that life will continue to serve me with beauty and love and stability and abundance. And that's why I'm here. I am very clear on energy. Obviously, it's what I do for a living, but I'm also very clear on the fact that energy lives in different places. And so just like we have birth charts that sort of inform us on our energy and like the energetic blueprint of who we are and who we can align with, Astrocartography is kind of like a birth chart of the world. Not really a birth chart, but when you look it up, it actually tells you where the planetary lines of energy are going to intersect with different countries and different places. And so wherever it is that you spend your birthday, the entrance of your new year is going to denote basically the energy of your year. Recently, I found out that I was born, raised, and live on the most difficult possible energetic lines, and those are the Saturn and Uranus line. Saturn is a planet of restriction and responsibility and karma and time, and Uranus, which is the planet and Neptune, which is the planet of delusions and spirituality. So it makes a lot of sense as to like why my life has gone the way that it has. My life has been hard, beautiful in many, many ways. And I've grown so incredibly much in the past 35 years, but it's been hard. Like the experiences have been deeply, deeply, deeply transformative. And so being clear on that, I was like, all right, 35 is midlife according to life expectancy of women in the US. I know I will go past that, but it feels big. It feels big. It feels different. And so I wanted to set a very strong intention for the energy that I want this year. And so I looked up on my birth chart what the energy was going to be for June 6th, 2024 for the entire year, and where my Venus and Jupiter lines are going to be, where the Venus and Jupiter lines, energetic lines are going to touch the earth. The only place in the United States that those lines touched are where we are right now, which are Monterey, California, Carmel by the Sea, and Big Sur. And so here we are. While I'm here right now, the energy it couldn't be more perfect. I am a Gemini sun. Shout out to all the Geminis. I am a Cancer moon, Cancer rising. Right now we have so many planets in Gemini, including Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter is a planet of expansion and abundance and luck. And as we're here right now, Jupiter is also touching the earth, or like the places where we are right now. And so alongside Venus. And so I'm just excited to be in this energy of love and money and luxury and rest and abundance and expansion, because that's all of what I want this year. It's all of what I'm worthy of. I know that I'm worthy of more than just hard lessons. Like, I also deserve to expand in grace. And so I'm really happy to be here. So amazing. I was just laying here, setting the intention for more opportunities, for rest this year, for pleasure like this, for deep recalibration of my mind, body, spirit, and energy. I noticed that at the end she did some energy work on me. She swept my whole body, my masseuse, and then put her fingers on my third eye and the others on my solar plexus, which is like intuition and self-confidence and self-esteem. I was like, yes, sis. On to the rest of the day. That's what I want from my pizza. Es que yo no entiendo. La gente son tan freaking nice en este pueblo. Wow. I'm already having so many moments where I'm like, can we move here? Can we move here? Look at the ocean. Exploring Carmel by the Sea after dinner, and it's literally the cutest thing I've ever seen. And then we're gonna try to catch the sunset at Sunset Beach. The bagpipers are here playing. I don't know if it's gonna sound in the video, but they're bagpiping, and I'm gonna take this opportunity as the sun is setting. Huey recommended that I use it as a release ritual, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So as the sun sets, my releases are released in the water. And I know that tomorrow is a new moon in Gemini, but I'm gonna be very intentional about releasing because it's the end of my year. I gracefully release all residual fear that keeps me playing small in my personal life and in any of my endeavors. I thoroughly and gracefully release perceptions and perspectives of myself that do not serve my true purpose on this earth, as Ava makes a lava pancake with the sand. I gracefully and thoroughly and completely release any energies and implants and anything that is around or within me that doesn't belong to me, that no longer serves me where I'm going. Bagpipers are getting closer. I thoroughly and gracefully release feelings of discomfort when it comes to speaking my truth, sharing how I feel, and saying what I want, because I too deserve to receive what I want, what I need. I thoroughly and gracefully release any restrictions that I place on myself, any limited thinking that keeps me from going for the avenues of life that are fruitful for me, the projects and forms of art and all the ways that I think of sharing myself, my heart, not even my gifts, but just my heart and my love. I don't think one thing that people don't know about me is how much I truly love, and that I may look a certain way on the exterior, but inside I'm soft and just really love everyone and everything, and can see the beauty and the purpose in everything, even the most horrible things. And so I want to drive with that. Let me switch over to intentions, because this is new moon energy this year for 35. I am so grateful to have more experiences like this, where I can rest and have fun without limitations, where I can spend time with my loved ones and not be thinking about the things that I have to do, and not be thinking about projects that are pending, work that I owe. I'm so grateful for this year to receive opportunities to share myself in new ways, to share my light and my love and my experience and my talents with the world in new ways that I can't humanly fathom. And I'm so excited about these opportunities. I am so grateful to just expand gracefully in ways that are exciting and not painful, in ways that affirm my wisdom, past life and present and even future. This year I am so grateful to create, and to not have to find a way, to let the ways find me, because it's been finding the way to do things that keeps me from doing the things, and the things are needed now more than ever. This year I am so grateful to receive all the love that I put out into the world through my relationships I already have and relationships that I'm about to make. I'm so grateful that my relationships with my people, family and friends alike, deepen in really sweet and beautiful ways. I'm so grateful for all the fun that I have this year, that I'm having this year. I'm so grateful to be in nature more, in the water, by huge trees, mountains, and traveling, and also grateful to travel for work, being able to meet people in places that I never thought I'd meet people. Lastly, I'm really grateful to recreate or deepen my relationship to my body, to thoroughly cleanse my body, to come back to a place of deep equilibrium, to come back to my roots and feed it and nourish it and move it according to how it needs to thrive. Anything you think I should release?
Nothing that I want to get on video.
Okay, I respect it.
We are proud of you. You can be very special. We love you. Thank you for
grateful to have spent another year with you, to love you in this life, to be loved by you in this life. I want you to know how much I love you, how much I care about you, how much you mean to me, how much of an amazing friend you are, sister, daughter, mother, wife, healer, teacher, all the things. And I really, really hope that 35 is going to be amazing for you. I know it is.
We are on the road. We have about 2 hours left on our drive to the Muir Woods, which is a redwood forest out here in California, a little bit past San Francisco, which is about 2.5 hours from where we're staying. But we're making the drive because I love to hike, and when I mentioned to my friends that we were going to California for my birthday, one of my really close friends, V, was like, oh my god, you have to go to the Muir Woods. She's like, you're gonna cry when you get there, trust me. Like, just seeing those redwood trees and being in their energy is just magic. And I was like, say less. There's absolutely no service out there, so you're like totally tapped into nature, and then you're around these massive redwood trees, which I have always wanted to see and I've never seen in my entire life. It reminds me of during the pandemic, I held a lot of free soul circles, and during one of them, I forget who it was, but somebody mentioned during the sharing portion where we were all sharing about how we should band together, and this is, was an important time to really be in community and exercise community. Somebody spoke about the redwood trees and how they are wise, and how under the soil they intertwine their roots, the redwood trees, so that they can be stronger in community. And so to be around that energy on a day like today, the start of my new year, today is also a 666 portal, June 6th of 24, which also equals 6, on a new moon in Gemini, on a day where I came out here to be in the energy of Jupiter, of expansion, and Venus is just like, I'm so happy. I feel so light and tight. Does that make sense? That's how I feel. Like, everything's like, I don't know, like I feel like in New York I kind of feel different. In New York I feel fine. I was born there, I was raised there. Heavy and loose?
Yeah, because it's the opposite of light and tight.
Ava said heavy and loose. Yeah, I guess I do feel a little heavy and loose over there. It just feels very loud, I mean literally, but also figuratively, like just loud in my head. It feels restrictive a little bit, and here I just feel loose. I feel relaxed. I've gotten a lot of great sleep out here, and just the air smells good. People are super, like, genuinely nice and kind, and I don't know, the energy just feels different. I think it just speaks to me being an energetic being, and we as energetic beings, and like paying attention to the energy of the places that we're going to visit. Like, I don't think I will ever visit a place again without looking up my astrocartography. But even just in life planning, like now as we talk about like moving, how many times have I said like like as we've been here, like even in life planning, as we are a family, we might expand our family. Like, where do we move? And making sure that where we move and where we establish foundations is a place that's going to be fruitful for us. It's just so interesting. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm super, super excited. I use the app All Trails to choose the hike that we're going to be doing, and we're going to be doing a 6.3 mile hike. It's like gorgeous. There's like sights and waterfalls, and oh yeah, sister, I will always do a hike with a waterfall, and obviously trees. So super excited. reached a part of the hike where it's no longer cute. I'm sweating. We're 3 miles in, 3 and some change to go. I'm hot. These are not my favorite hiking shoes, sorry. They don't have as much arch support as I would like, even though they hug at the ankle. I got a web in my face. My favorite hiking boots are the ones that Ava has on right now. The Merrell Moab series. I have my Hoka's. They alright. I gotta chill for seconds. It's a lot. Okay, this tree. We're almost done with the hike. Can't even see the end of it. Get in here.
Come on.
It's a tree party. Tree, thank you for your wisdom and your strength.
Good choice.
It's like a vortex in here.
Hey, for bats or something.
Thank you.
Come on.
Sometimes when I do an alignment session and I go into somebody's heart and they are somebody who has poor energetic hygiene or somebody who people pleases a lot, they have all these attachments to their heart, and this is what they look like. Just like this. Just like this. And
Goodbye.
The end. We did it. 8.5 miles. I think about 8.5 to 9 miles. That was awesome. For a bit, a very short hike in, I think it's Pfeiffer Burns, Julia Burns Pfeiffer.
And we're going to McWay Falls.
We're going to see McWay Falls, which is I think 100 feet deep waterfall, 100 foot long waterfall. I'll give you the correct stats, but we love a waterfall. We'll be there soon. decimos en dominicano, qué jaitura.
Happy birthday to you. Yay!
And the reason why is because to me, outside of being so simple,
West. Yes. And this is catalyze.
I'm home. I look absolutely nuts. My skin is back to, I don't know, I don't feel as beautiful out here, to be real honest with you. And it's not that I don't think I'm beautiful. I think I'm beautiful. But there was just something about being out there, and I want that to be part of like my reflections. I want to take this time to quickly reflect on our time out there in California, because it was my birthday trip and I specifically traveled to those parts of California to be aligned with the energies that I want to imbue the rest of my year with. It's just so intentionally auspicious, and it just made total sense to be there during this time. And so while I was there, I really tried to be intentional about how I spent my time. Even the things that I was thinking and the stories that I was telling myself. I had a lot of moments during the hike where I felt a lot of intrusive thoughts, and I had to sort of like temper them and just be like, hold on, because I don't want these thoughts to be ingrained in me as I'm like doing this physical activity. I don't want those thoughts to be expanded upon, because I'm in this energy of expansion, right? There were a couple things that I took with me during that trip that just called out to me as things that were important. Number one being how relaxed I felt there, how beautiful I felt there. Also, being in the energy of Venus, like that itself was proof to me that like astrocartography, astrogeography is real. Like I got home and I'm like, wow, yo sí estoy fea. Like, like I just feel so different out here. I feel dull, if that makes sense. I felt so bright and light, and I'm sure you could even see it in the videos. I mean, I'm gonna edit this and I'm gonna see for myself, but even in FaceTiming my family, they FaceTimed me for my birthday. You know, my family and my best friends were just like, well, you look beautiful. Like, you don't look like you just did a 9-hour hike, 9-mile hike. Oh my God, imagine a 9-hour hike. You don't look like you. It is 1:30 in the afternoon, and that's the noise that's going on over here in these parts of Brooklyn. You just look so refreshed, and I did feel that way out there. So it's just being out there just really let me know energy is real. I mean, I know that. I teach it. I do this for a living, but I was really happy to be there, number one. Number two, this is a perfect segue as these sirens are doing the most. it just really let me know how much being there really let me know how much I need quiet, how much me, Melanie Martinez Santos, in my physical body, in my mind, body, and spirit, need quiet. I need quiet and I need stillness and I need to be surrounded by trees. And thankfully I do. I'm looking out my balcony doors right now and there's trees everywhere, but like you hear the sirens, like, and that's my every 5 minutes of my day. I didn't realize just how much, even through the amount of nervous system stabilization that I've done for myself over the last 5, even 2 years especially, how much my nervous system is rocked. Just existing here in New York City and in any city for that matter, like it just emphasized to me what I really want to be building towards. What do I really want? It emphasized to me how many of the things that I've been dreaming of are things that are just prescribed to me or prescribed to people, prescribed to New Yorkers, right? Because like one of the things that me and my husband always talk about is like owning a brownstone, right? In Brooklyn or like in, not in Manhattan anymore, but like definitely Brooklyn. Like we feel like we're building roots here as New Yorkers, as OG New Yorkers. And it's something that we dream about. Being out there, I'm like, is that what I really want? Do I really still want to be surrounded by noise and people? That's another thing that like came up, is like immediately the first couple of minutes that we were out there in California, at least maybe in those parts of California, the first thing that I realized was the difference in people. Just everybody was just so calm. I didn't feel frantic energy there. I didn't see or feel or receive any nasty interactions. Literally every single person that we interacted with on vacation was kind, like genuinely kind. And I say genuinely because being a highly sensitive person, a neurodivergent person, my brain is wired so that I can genuinely sense genuineness. And I didn't feel fake energy from anybody. I felt like everybody was genuinely excited to talk to us. And that's also something that's very different for us on vacation, because being married to a Black man, having a Black Latina daughter, like we are always like, the second that we leave the house with our suitcases, always have a conversation about what we're going to do, or how we're going to react, or how we're going to hold each other down when we as a family and them individually encounter racism. And we didn't encounter any of that. It was really beautiful. And also, it was also really startling to be out there and not see any signs of the real world. I didn't see any free Palestines, except when we drove into San Francisco and I had to drive through the hood. Is when I saw a mural with Palestinian people in kufiyehs, and I'm so annoyed that I didn't get a footage of it. We were pulling out of a gas station and we kind of just like, oh my God, we were so in awe. I forgot to pull out the camera and take footage of it, but that was the only sign of it. When we went back into Monterrey and Carmel and all these beautiful, nice areas that we were staying in, there was no sign of like calls for liberation. There was no sign of turmoil or struggle. And while that may be very nice for vacation's sake, I wouldn't want to live like that. I wouldn't want to live somewhere where I don't know, or at least be so disconnected. If I live in a place, I need to do the work. I know that I would need to do the work to stay connected, which is natural to me. But it's something that really called out on me. And I want to say that if you're somebody who's watching from a place where your town, your city, your state feels disconnected or leans another way, please stay connected to what's really happening in the world, to the truth of people's lives, so that you also can be tapped into our collective efforts and fight towards personal and individual and collective liberation, because that was really, really startling. I guess all in all, this vacation was very necessary. I'm so grateful that we have the privilege to be able to afford a vacation like this. I'm so grateful that I have the privilege to be able to spend my birthday in this way, with my family, my people, my best friend, my daughter. I'm so grateful that I'm able to set intentions in that way. And I'm also so grateful for the ways that it emphasized my life and emphasized me and really called on me to think about what I really want moving forward and think about who I am and how I want to portray my energy in the world, how I want to exude energy, what I want to expand in the world, and the intention with which I live. I think moving forward, I'm going to take that with me. Not that I don't, but this really put things into perspective for me, and that's something that I asked for on this trip. This is my first vlog ever, so thank you for watching. If you liked it, let me know. I'm very much looking forward to, as I start my new year and as I, again, do things even more intentionally than ever, looking forward to creating more, not just content, but art and educational pieces that really fill me with joy and really fill me with light and really just doing and creating things I really loved. I really loved doing this, and I hope that there's a little fly in here. I hope that it served you in some way. Kisses from this Gemini. Shout out to you if it was your birthday as well, and I'll see you in another video.